professionals can spend so much time focused on the health of their patients, they can actually lose sight of the health of the organizations they work for themselves, at least in terms of their long-term sustainability. Yet focusing a bit of attention on the opportunities that exist can actually pay big dividends over time. Sustainable Pittsburgh is focusing attention on all of this with a series of sustainability and healthcare workshops. The next one focused on patient and family-centered care. Phyllis Barber is Sustainability Coordinator for Highmark, and Michelle Naccarati-Chapkis is Executive Director for Women for a Healthy Environment. And welcome. Good to see both of you. Thanks for coming
Thanks for having us.
And before we get to sustainability, you should probably explain exactly what Women for a Healthy Environment is.
I will certainly do that. Our organization really works to educate women in the region about and to provide an opportunity for them to be educated and empowered to act as ambassadors about environmental risks in our community. And we do that through workshops. We have educational programming throughout the year. We focus on policy initiatives that better protect our health as well, and really spend some time focusing on both environmental exposures in the built environment and then externally related to clean water and clean air in our region.
Very cool. Been around, what, 5 years or so? Is that?
Right, about this year, next year will be 5 years.
5 years, okay. Tell me about sustainability in healthcare. Why is that important?
It's important to us because as a health insurer, Highmark is interested in the health of our members and the community, and we feel that health of our members and community and a healthy environment really go hand in hand. So we want to support the community's efforts for promoting sustainable business.
So, and how do you make that real? When you think about sustainability within an organization like Highmark, what does that mean exactly?
Well, that can mean a variety of things. We have a lot of initiatives to save energy and conserve energy with lighting upgrades and some of our HVAC systems. We have paper reduction campaigns and employee education. So there's really a variety of initiatives.
Geez, you know, Michelle, you think this would be a no-brainer in healthcare. They're all in business to protect people's health, but yet is there a bit of an education involved in getting healthcare professionals and organizations to take all of this seriously?
There is, and we're finding that not only is that going on in Pittsburgh, but really across the country. And in terms of really educating the staff in these healthcare settings about what some of these sustainability measures can do and how they not only make good business sense, but also then protect the health of both their patients and the employees.
Is there a lot of gains to be made, do you think, in terms of the impact this industry has?
There really are, because of the substantial footprint of the healthcare industry. If we look at the southwestern Pennsylvania region, where healthcare is one of the largest employers in the region. We look at UPMC, they have over 50,000 employees. Highmark has over 10,000 within the state, and then West Penn Allegheny has 13,000. So then when you also count the other providers, clinics, the employees in doctors' offices, equipment suppliers, it's quite a substantial footprint. So there is a case for addressing sustainability issues.
Well, you think over the last 30 years, healthcare has really become the largest employer in the
Many folks don't know that within the healthcare industry, that's actually the second leading most intensive energy user in the commercial sector.
Really?
Yep, and in the healthcare setting, more than 5.9 million tons of waste is generated each year from a healthcare perspective.
Wow. Well, you think so much energy is used by commercial buildings in general, and hospitals tend to operate some really big buildings, right? And
then in terms of purchasing power as well, because in healthcare facilities, over $103 billion is spent in the purchase of chemicals and chemical products.
Wow. So yeah, a lot of efforts all the way up and down the chain. So if we all took this seriously, you think it would make a really big difference for our region?
Yes, and actually Michelle and I are part of a planning committee for the Sustainable Pittsburgh's Champion for Sustainability Healthcare Network, and we're with a group of 14 others. It's a nonpartisan regional group, and it includes, in addition to our organizations, it includes UPMC, Bare Materials Sciences, Global Links, GASP, the Allegheny County, the Jewish Healthcare Foundation, and the Pennsylvania Department of Health, and others. So it's quite an inclusive group that we've gotten together to work on this series.
Very good, collaborating in the great Pittsburgh tradition. Only about a minute or so left, but you got to tell me about the workshop series, and especially the one that's coming up next.
Well, so we have an event coming up on December 1st, and that's really going to be looking at the supply chain and electronic records, the informational technology component of a healthcare setting. And what we have found from our past workshops, there have been several, and all of that information can be found on the website, is that really this provides, from a business perspective, cost savings. And really, in terms of the cost savings, we're looking at energy consumption that's being used, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, looking at the overall health and well-being of the patient, that patient-centered care. So it's really providing a holistic approach to sustainability in the healthcare setting.
Wow, I think in the long run it adds up to better care for patients too, and just a better environment in general, more healthy.
Healthier environment for patients, yes, and for employees. And it applies to many sectors in the healthcare field: hospitals, long-term healthcare facilities, outpatient rehabilitation facilities. It can be applied to a broad spectrum of individuals.
Well, very good, and I suppose there's a website probably people can find out more about the next session, the next workshop coming up.
Yes, it's the Champions for Sustainability website, and then there is information about the upcoming workshop on December 1st, as well as a summary of our previous workshops with content there.
Well, very cool. Congratulations for getting this off the ground. Good luck. Sounds like there's a lot of work to do, but a lot of potential too.
A lot of great information to share, that's for sure.
Excellent. Phyllis Barber from Highmark, Michelle Naccarati-Chapkis from the Women for a Healthy Environment. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Next up, the Fairmont Pittsburgh's new canine ambassador and why a mascot makes sense in an upscale hotel. Stay with us.